Welcome to Berlin, or I should say welcome back to Berlin, because we were here in January when we commemorated the 80th anniversary of the Wannsee Conference inside the French cathedral that you can see behind me. A lot has happened since with the Churches Against Anti-Semitism initiative. I gave an interview last week for Christianity Today, where the journalist was basically making the observation to say that something very significant is happening throughout the Christian world as it relates to the IRA working definition on anti-Semitism, and how this is now adopted by more and more church bodies and organizations. The reason why we are here this week is really to follow up both inside the government and in the civil society, the private sector, to see how we can, in one way, strengthen our cooperation with the German government and inside Germany. And we will have reasons to come back again in only a few months from now. But I think we are very grateful as to how things are developing here, especially in 2022, and the amount of favor that we have with the government and people related to the government in particular. This has been an intense week. We were in Geneva last weekend, came back only on Monday night. In Geneva, as you will have seen from our press release, we took part in this March of Life, in support of Israel, in commemoration of the Holocaust, but also in a way to make our voices heard as it relates to the UN Human Rights Council, where Israel is again being singled out in this open-ended commission inquiry. And it's so important as we come to a city like Berlin, as we remember the Wannsee Conference 80 years ago, that we make a difference today. And this is really the message here also in Berlin this week. It's not sufficient, it's not enough only to remember and say, well, we are sorry, but to do things differently today. And this is where we would like to see Germany at the very core of the work that we are doing on the European Union level, but even more so on the United Nations level. And I think we have made some good progress again these last 2 days here in Berlin. But as I said when I started, this is only a first of many meetings to come. So from Berlin, we say over and out, and Shabbat Shalom.